possibly the longest 99 minutes of my life. A goal at either end of the game, pretty much, based on 6th minute and 99th minute. What was your view?
I haven't been into the referee yet, but he signalled to us 4 minutes, then it went 5 minutes, and it ended up with 9 minutes. I've no idea what happens sometimes, but I'll keep my comments to myself. I think everybody was here tonight was frustrated with certain elements of the officiating. But like I just said to radio, we've had some amazing referees this season. Really good standard. Tonight, I thought he dropped below his standard slightly, but we still came away with a 2-0 win.
Yeah, I mean, it was a gritty performance against a very determined Nantwich side. I mean, you could see the pack that midfield, they were fighting for absolutely everything. It made it super difficult.
Massive credit to Nantwich. And I think, I said to the lads last night in our WhatsApp group that this was going to be the hardest game that we're going to come to. They've got beat 4-0. Relatively new manager. He's just seeing how many players can give him a reaction. I'm sure that if he didn't, he'd be shipping in 6 or 7 and bringing in his own team. But that side have got character. They played for him. They're obviously playing for the manager. They gave us a really difficult night tonight. I thought Coquelin was good up front. And I think they used the ball well. And, although we scored early on, Regan chasing the ball down, we did limit them to long-range shots and headers. But I thought they never gave up. They were always in the game. We had to change our game plan slightly. But then, come the 99th minute, Regan being Regan, ran away and did what he did best. But credit to both sides. It was a really good game of football and, like I said, a really difficult place to come here and win, especially after what happened on Saturday when they got beat 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking at the stats at half-time. And so Nantwich were 3 shots on, FC were 3 shots on, FC no shots off target. Nantwich, I think, were in double figures by that point. And it was just, it was a difficult game for the centre halves, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But I just said to TJ and Halsey, I'll take a 6 out of 10 off them. And tongue in cheek, I said that with a clean sheet. To have a Curtis Jones and Andy Halls come in place like this, he's brilliant. Do I want them to be better? Of course I do. Do I want everyone to be better? Yeah, absolutely. But it's a clean sheet. And if 7 or 8 players at 6, 7 out of 10 tonight, we'll take that. We know we can be better in certain areas. We changed our game plan slightly to combat the aerial threat in Nantwich. Thought Luke Griffiths was mesmeric. I'll go back as far as saying that's as good as I've seen him since he played with Tunde in that season. I thought he covered every blade of grass and he really stepped up after an awkward 5 minutes in his game. But and then he spread and he drove us on, and you need somebody sometimes to drive you on, and Griff drove us on tonight, Tim. And, I'm super proud. We needed to start our unbeaten run somewhere. We started it against Whitby. We continued it against Hyde, and we've continued it against tonight. Looking forward to going into the weekend's game against Warrington.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few players back as well, wasn't it? Obviously, Jack DeGrucci came back after an injury. He picked up while he was on duty with Doncaster. He started right back, and that gave you the opportunity to put Alex into a more forward position, which is probably what most people are familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, Woolers was excellent. He's got the radio man of the match. It's important we got Jack 60 minutes tonight, 55, 60 minutes. He's been great for us this season. Like I said, he's carrying a knock, and we're going to need everyone fit and available come the end of the season. Woolers went into the 10, dropped back into the 2. It was great. Got Donoghue back in training now, hopefully on the bench for Saturday. Got Vincent knocking on the door now to make a return. Got Doddy with another 20, 25 minutes. So we're going to need everyone available. And it's important that we utilise the squad. I've got full belief in this squad. And people might not have thought I'd throw Jack straight in tonight, but it was a good time for him to get 60. Good time for Alex to go a little bit higher. For me, it's just minutes in legs and it's game time. And I continue to use these lads and give them game time. And hopefully, they rise to the challenge and they win like they've won tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a gritty performance. I mean, particularly in that first half, we scored a goal. I mean, for people who didn't see it, it was just sheer persistence by Regan chasing down the goalkeeper. It seemed to take an age floating towards the goal and finally dropped in. But then we were under the cosh, weren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were under the cosh. We were under the cosh with the long balls, and Coquelin was winning the nod downs. I don't think apart from one that Lavercombe tipped over the bar and he came for a couple of catches, I don't think there was anything that really, really troubled us. However, they were knocking at the door, and you've got to stay resolute, you've got to stay big, and we did that. And we've kept a clean sheet, which is always pleasing. But you've got to give Nantwich enormous credit. Yes, they're playing against FC United, but more than that, they want to play for the manager tonight. They want to bounce back after Saturday, and he's got a good dressing room, and I'm sure that they'll win games this season. They won't be in a relegation fight. I think they'll finish comfortably mid-table, or they can put a run together. So we wish them all the best, absolutely. As for our boys, Tim, we came in with a game plan. You've seen that. We changed our fluent football slightly because of the pitch and because of the opposition and because of their threats. And the lads took on board what we asked them to do. When we revert to home on Saturday, we'll revert to hopefully our free-flowing football. I thought we were a little bit cute in certain areas to wind down the clock. getting around the referee and dropping on the floor when we had to do, just to give lads a breather. And that's things that we're encouraging the lads to do. Don't just be gung-ho and getting on everything straight away and giving people a chance to get back in the game. You've got to at times run the clock down, and you see the best sides doing it. I didn't think we were going to run it down for 9 minutes, Tim. I'll give you that, but the referee, he'll have his explanation for that. But all in all, really good to, we haven't played at the weekend. I'm not sure what the scores were tonight, but, I think that win will take us up to 6th or 7th in the league. And we've now got a catalyst, when we've started 2023, in good fashion, although we didn't get the win at Radcliffe, we've continued it now with 3 unbeaten. So loads of confidence, loads of positives. But the lads have done really well tonight. And again, I thought the fans were in fine voice. And, thanks to everyone for travelling.
Yeah, so it's like you said, it's a huge game against Warrington Town. I believe we could possibly swap places if we beat them on Saturday, so no bigger incentive.
No, they're a good side. Well, I went to watch them against Hyde last week, and a really thrilling 2-2 draw. I thought both sides were exceptional. We played Hyde, got FC, and Hyde were 2 really good sides. So I'd encourage everyone to get down and watch it, and it'll be a good game of football. Bees has got and played football. We play football. And I think it'll be who takes the chances on the day. But, that old adage, can we get our 12th man, sucking the ball into the SMRE net and, taking our chances. Well, like you say, it's a crucial game in the calendar, because if Warrington win, they pull 6 away from us. If we win, we could possibly exchange places with them. And then, then you're looking up and, we don't want to come here and win tonight and then undo everything at home on a Saturday. We're desperate to continue this unbeaten run now. We'll have a points total in the dressing room. We'll get in Thursday night. We'll work hard, we'll go through the game plan, and we'll get ready for 3 o'clock Saturday.
So, Alex, hard-earned 2-0 win there. What was your view of the game?
Just delighted to get the 3 points. It's always tough when you come here, especially on a Tuesday night in January, but I thought the boys dug in. Wasn't the prettiest at times, but I think by the end you could just see how hard-earned the points were, and obviously Rees got the goal at the end, which secured it, but it was just a big relief. Good 3 points. Then obviously looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah, obviously Nantwich made it super difficult. Obviously they came on the back of a 4-0 defeat, and you could tell they packed that midfield and they were scrapping for absolutely everything. They had a lot of chances. I mean, I think they had sort of like 14, 15 chances in the first half alone. Luckily, most of them were off target. In terms of your sort of position, obviously, you've been playing right back quite a lot recently. You started number 10. How did you find that?
Yeah, no, it was good. Predominantly that's where I played last year. So obviously the gaffer knows that I can play both positions. And I just filled in there. Obviously tried to do my best for the team. And then obviously Jack's coming back from injury. He did really well coming back in, but I don't think he was ready for the 90. So Joe came on. And then obviously I finished off at right back. But it's just good that I can play both positions, and it allows me to, to get into the team, whether that's at full back or in midfield. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, sort of like any particular part of the game you enjoyed?
I thought it was really good that it was important for us that we started bright, because we conceded early the last couple of games. And it was good that we didn't concede and we got the goal off Reeves. And then I thought, towards like the back end of the game, I just, like you mentioned, Nantwich did have a lot of chances, but I think it was, the character of us. We conceded 4 last week. It was really important that we got the clean sheet today. So I just thought it was a good collective performance.
Yeah. Do you think in some ways that basically having that Saturday off helped?
Yeah, potentially. Obviously, the lads want to play games and we want to pick up the points where we can. But sometimes it is nice to just sort of regroup, and not have much rest, being pretty full on all season. And then I think you can see from tonight, we look refreshed. We look like we could dig in at the end, and we had like the legs to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you were chosen by FCM Radio as the Joseph Holt man of the match, so congratulations.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
See you Saturday.
Perfect. See you later.